That's that mess is over. Let's pick right up where we left off. With the strays helping the captain out of a pickle, they managed to defeat most of the correction force without too many injuries and a few small fires. After that, the party was introduced to a way the captain relaxes away from the city and met a few new faces and one old but now living face. And while talking to the new faces, Dilly found the person he was looking for in Lady Lake, who agreed to bless him, but at the price of trying her religion. It'll be a hell of a show, so watch how. Let's watch how this will unfold, shall we? Fucking losing my breath. All right, let me change the music real quick. All right. Okay. Map. Hideaway. So after all of you are kind of just sitting, relaxing in the hideaway, it's been, I'd say, probably about 3, 4 hours. I don't. You know what? Because who's all playing strip poker because that's how that session ended. So I could just take head.
Let's see. Snowy,
Yeah.
the innocent girl, Rathel, Deli, Fangs, Diana, maybe
Oh, God.
Dorsey.
No, Dorsey's not.
Like, I don't think Dorothy can take that off.
Pink-haired chick.
They can, but they won't. For reasons. They were told not to.
Oberino was abstaining.
For obvious reasons. Alright, let me roll this.
Oh yeah, because she's an eldritch horror. That's right.
There's tentacles
No.
under those clothes.
Okay, fuck, I should have done it the other way. So, everyone that's playing, just roll, I'd say since it's been a few hours, like, just roll 3d20s to kind of just, we'll judge who's losing and or winning. I'll roll
Can't
one.
just roll with performance.
No, I'm just trying to do this, like, the quick and dirty way.
Ah! Deli has, like, a sock
Alright,
on.
Oh my god!
Ah!
I think Snowy's just getting nude out of habit at this point.
Oh no. Snowy plays to get exactly how naked she wants to be at that point. Let's be honest about this. She's thrown some hands because, or she's won because she's gonna see people naked.
Okay, so Canis is probably like just bra and top at this point, kind of red. Snowy, I'll leave up to your imagination. Deli is, I guess, in a fucking sock only.
No, Snowy's literally just in a hoodie.
Oh. All right.
Deli's Donald Duck in
Raphael-
it with his button down.
Fags, what is nudity compared to you? Did you just take off more bones?
Well, he doesn't have his armor, that's for sure. So
No.
Yeah, the question mainly is, what does Fang start with? Because I think he started with a disadvantage.
Actually, he slowly takes off one bone at a time.
no,
The
that's the
armor.
thing. He doesn't have his armor with him. Remember, he went to go fishing. He didn't bring
Oh
his
yeah,
armor.
yeah. So, I guess who would?
Oh,
What does
no, we
Fangs?
made it fair.
He probably has like like the only thing Fangs has left on the table is just a loincloth.
I dare say he actually just started with just the loincloth.
Oh dear lord.
Oh, come on, Snowy would have made this even, so everybody would have had equal. Like she would have probably looked at what's her name next to her and been like, okay, you need to lose this, this, and this, so it's even with
Yeah, that'd be that's Canis. Sorry.
Yeah,
I know,
Canis.
like, yeah.
I dare say Fangs only has 2 items of clothing, which is the loincloth and the sandals, which is the boots of speed.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because Deli's rocking with 3.
I was gonna say, Rathel literally just has her sunglasses at the top and bottom. So I'm pretty
And-
sure,
and
like, at this point, like, almost everyone's just has either one article or no articles of clothing on at this point, so.
And I was gonna add to that, probably Fangs would not consider his backpack of equipment, fishing equipment, as part of the clothing stuff, so he just places it on the side.
So, after a little bit, Gabe kind of comes to a head, and after that, at least some people are starting to put more clothes on. I'll kind of leave it up to the characters, but Rathel's probably just gonna go, at least with her top off, looking like, "Oh, I'm going for a swim in the lake because at least here it's more relaxing than out there." And she'll just walk by and give Deli a wink as she walks out.
That's my cute.
Well, as Snowy's just kind of raking in all the clothes she's won.
Like Deli's overalls that are way too big.
No, she's
prob-
just like piling them up. She's not. This is entirely.
No, Deli took off the
She's gonna
coveralls
give
for
them
this
back.
arc. He's
Okay.
he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
he's
I
got a pair
forgot
of
he's
board
got the
shorts and
Hawaii.
a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, the white shirt.
Yeah,
But
she's
now
not-
he's
she's
just got
not
the
gonna
Hawaiian
stop
shirt.
One has the top, one has the bottom.
Hey, guys, just look at some of the clothes that he managed to win. And is like, so what do I do with all these here? They're not exactly trophies.
You give them back at the end.
Ah,
When you're done
all right.
setting up as a naked.
He starts tossing some of the clothes that he managed to win to their owners.
I probably should go talk to that guy because he wanted a blessing, and in order to do it properly, he needs to drown, and I don't know.
Wait,
think-
what?
Just
Well, my-
Snowy's just like looks at her like the fuck.
Well, didn't I talked about this before, that in order to achieve blessings of a lot of water gods here, you have to partially drown but not be fully drowned. In order, I believe they call it hydroasphyxiation and start to hallucinate, and that's how you get closer. It's weird.
I
Oh,
was not
I'm
part
not.
of that conversation. I was elsewhere talking to a small fire girl that nearly blew things up.
Why can't you just do like we do? Just drugs. They're not as.
Because we need to be
Yes,
close.
Madame Gord has quite the arsenal of enlightenment provisions.
I mean, I just do these, recreationally half the time. But yeah, but
It's the closeness to the water is because some of our Parisian believe that the closer you are to death at sea is a great honor and all that stuff. I could explain it a little bit more, but people in the group are
just
really
curious,
weird about it. Oh, sorry, go
But
ahead.
no. This is just Fang saying it out loud. I am just curious. He looks over to Snowy. Why is suddenly Deli interested in religion? I do not take him as one to take religion.
well, one word. Geronimo. And I'm guessing you don't know about his uncle.
I know that his uncle worked it with my father at some point, but I do
Okay.
not take either of them as religious either.
All right, so Fangs. Deli has inherited a path of life that is going to be very difficult for him because he has to live up to Geronimo's ability to make literally every kind of alcohol existing. Granted, at the end, he was mostly focused on just moonshine. And if I'm understanding this, Deli is probably looking for some kind of magical ingredient for the ultimate magnum opus of moonshine.
So Kunina just asks, gestures to Cadus. Looks over to Cadus just for confirmation. Acolyte of said person to bless water.
That's kind of the problem, is a lot of the specific person that he seems to be looking for, at least for higher acolytes, are all stuck in the grove. That there's just me. That plus I did promise to bless it, but only under the assumption that he would at least try out the religion for a little bit.
Oh, if he has already agreed to this, then there is no more say for me on that part.
Pretty sure he did. 90% sure he said it with not being inebriated at all.
I was not in that conversation, so I will not make any assumptions of what is going on in his mind or in yours.
I was so clear-minded, I was nearly hammered.
So, all right, we'll kind of just switch the seat at least to a second for Dilly. So, are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, I ain't really never gave no religion a try, so I don't think it'll hurt none. But I mean, the main reason I'm after it is for fetch the water to make my type of potion.
Well, as long as if you feel it's right and it won't kill you, or else I'll have to drag your body back. And God knows I'm not lifting your heavy ass body.
Oh, make Fangs do it.
Wait, why?
I've had to carry him several times.
I don't think anyone can physically carry you, Deli. Like he like tries to hold you, like lift you up for a minute and you just don't move. Like that.
Like, I think it's even we're in the water, she still can't move me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a wizard. Don't you got telekinesis?
Not a wizard.
Right, I keep forgetting.
More innately and patron to help kind of smooth out a lot of things.
Like no tensors, floating disc, or nothing like that?
Wasn't really in my wheelhouse.
Makes sense. Well, I mean, if I die, I die. And I've lived my life so far.
Yeah. I understand that feeling. Seems
Not a whole heap of people ready to carry my coffin.
if I do, I'll hire the best dancers to carry your coffin and make sure they dance on your grave, just to be sure you don't come back as some weird hell beast or something.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
You see a lot of shit in Schlankton, a lot of shit, especially people trying to bring back loved ones and making deals with devils that only make it worse.
Yeah.
But are you sure that how do I ask this? You're chasing down your uncle's lineage, right?
Yeah, I'm chasing down a specific recipe he put down.
Is that something you want to do because you feel you have to, or is it something you innately want to do?
I mean, you're rich. I don't know if you grew up that way, but you don't get a whole lot of goals that, like your average person is like, go buy a house, go make a living, get a family. When you grew up the way I did, you start a profession, and if you don't perfect it, I mean, I personally feel like if I don't get everything right when I'm making my shine, it's just wrong. And I've thrown out hundreds of batches just because one little thing was off. I don't know any other way to do it besides chase this one dream. Because without that, all I've got is trying to save the world, and that's a lot heavier than making alcohol. So this is my little getaway from, learning the gods are dead, and really it's just a couple of us that we've got along our journey that really seem to give a damn. And there's the anchors, and keep getting visions that I murder everyone. Fang keeps trying to kill himself. And now there's another Fang that is trying to kill himself, so now it got really complicated. And everybody keeps coming to me with all their problems.
So you're saying you don't have someone for yours? She just kind of leans back, like against the dock, somewhat submerged in the water.
You?
I'm willing to listen.
Not in my head, no. Everybody else got so much they're dealing with. I don't need anything that from old Delhi. I'm just wizard hillbilly that likes to make alcohol. But it seems like most people see me as.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're more than that. It's just a matter of, are you willing to wear that mask constantly or not?
For now, I'm doing pretty good at it.
Just don't bear everyone's cross too much, Deli, or you're gonna break yourself and maybe others along the way.
I saw what what it did to Justice.
Yeah. Isn't she going somewhere else? Because I got a weird message about her house going on sale recently.
Oh yeah, that's about that. Yeah, I think she's traveling right now. I think she's Orwin, if I remember right. It's probably where her lady lives.
I will probably have to send her something about that then later. She looks kind of perturbed now.
Well, you still get the profit. Or hell, you could just
Yeah,
buy
but
the rest of it.
That's what I thought I was getting originally, and I literally just got like a room. It's like someone sold me a home and they just said, "Here's the door,"
This
and
is
part of a key.
You're smarter than to buy shit from a lawyer.
I was well aware, but I thought she was actually skipping town and didn't need it. And now it's whatever. I'll probably have to get it when I head back at some point.
Oh, just I'll help you sign it and tell her that I don't know, sell it to you for like a platinum or something. Just so there's a transfer of funds, so you don't get fucked on your taxes.
It's like when you're. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alicia, what are you doing? And Dorothy just kind of waddles up.
I'm just laying down.
Hello.
As the shark child just kind of stands over you. Are you okay? You seem a little
Yeah.
bit lost.
No, I'm just laying down looking at the sky.
Do you not like the people you are traveling with?
Something like that.
Do they annoy you? Do you hate them? You always seem to go off on your own. At least a little bit.
It's a sorcerer thing. I don't think you would understand.
What's a solitaire? Like the car game?
No, it's complicated.
Well, I can listen. I used to listen to other people talk about all the time. Like this person named Wenin that would always talk about the revolution. God damn it. Couldn't say that with a straight face.
About the table, is the dog still there, or is it just
If it's been like 4 hours now, it'd just be you. Unless you
it's been
resumed it. What's up?
it's been about a week, about 1 or 2 weeks.
No, it's been only a few hours.
Oh,
Oh, wait, are you talking about like how long you've been with them? Sorry, my brain just did a derp.
yeah, I think it's probably gone.
I'd say yeah, about 1 or 2, because the whole schlag did, like you were with them for like, yeah, I'd say like it's probably like 1.5 now, so it's more leaning towards 2. But I'd also like to point out, like just above table, I do for whatever fucking reason have the. Never mind, I don't want to say this on stream. I'll say it off stream because it's not something I should probably say out loud. Anyway, I mean, look. I can at least talk to you and hear you out. Are you lost? Do you not like where they're going? Or...
You know, this entire adventure, the only thing I can rely on to protect them is this golem. As I point to like the corpse of the golem, whatever's just there.
So you're saying you don't really trust anyone?
Not that I trust anyone. Don't. But,
I mean, most of these people here seem like good people, debatably. They're at least trying to protect each other.
I suppose.
Just look at it this way. It is better to have more people watch your back than have no one at all. And the more people that are able to watch you and willing will make your life less of a hell. But sometimes other people just need other people to pick them up when they are down or sad.
You'll understand one day.
I'm sorry, what was that?
They'll understand one day.
Okay. Would you mind then if I would sit here and play a little ukulele to help with your soul?
Go ahead.
Do I have any ukulele song? I don't think I do. Go with this.
I think you do somewhere.
I probably do. It's probably just hidden.
Mm,
I'll go with this. Okay, this one's actually more fitting for what I wanted. Alright, so cut back. I should probably go see your friend now. If I want to do this, at least do it correctly. Probably be advisable while he's at least in the ocean.
Very well. I will. Actually, I should go check on our other members. Diana looks like she has drank more than she should have.
Leave me, I'm fine. Like it hits the table or floor, sorry.
Gently just sits her there and pats her on the head. Right. I believe I should ask Alicia about the incident of the clock.
Okay. So can I ask you something, Mrs. Or is Snowy fine? Look at our Oberyn is looking at you, Snowy.
Chloe's just kind of relaxing, but I don't know. Probably with Oberina's thing, she knows that Snowy's actually very intently thinking about something.
Do you how do I put this? Plan on avenging your mother and sister?
Oh,
There's a There's a reason why she actually knows, by the way.
oh yeah. No, I gotta. You just see all Oberina sees is like twitch of like the lip going into like a snarl, before it's just gone. Snowy slowly turns and looks at her. Alright, so before I put a bullet in your skull and probably every other limb before that, probably want to talk.
Well, considering I have a higher up position, at least with the Jacapa Rosa, I am privy to certain information, and considering that the Merryweather, what is it, the Merryweather Foxgrove, just so I don't slaughter the name.
Weather May Foxgrove.
Weathermay, sorry. For the Weathermay Foxgrove family. Something big that happened at least to a lot of the higher ups. Especially a certain individual of the Court of Knights. One that did extensive testing. If it makes you feel any worse or better, this individual has, what, how should they say, refined their little black blood experiment and made it into something far, far worse. Did you see that a black cloud that was hovering above some of correction officers?
Yeah.
That is a byproduct of blood magic and black blood mixing together to make something monstrous. It's not just simple darkness spell, it is actual spell that absorbs sunlight to sustentate and cannot be dissipated by regular sunlight. It is scary what it is. And the woman in charge of messing with it is not all that great and doing other information that I'm not allowed to have access to, ironically enough.
Let me guess, it's the keystone, huh?
You know, it's not, for once. Keystone is keeping her hands clean with this. If anything, it's,
So it explains the shock.
maybe a byproduct to appease the Keystone, but the artificer in charge has been diligently at work. What was her name? Schwarz not. I could, or Schwartz not. Sorry. I don't know if Snowy would have heard that name or not. I'll leave that up to you.
That depends on if that was the one we were sent to hunt.
Yes, it would have been, considering what she is.
Swear's not should be dead. The entire family came here, kicked the shit out of someone, and left Sam to rot in society.
And considering she's working currently in the Court of Knights with full, how do I say that? Full impunity. I don't think she's dead. Here, I will get her picture actually, because I do have it. Give me a minute. Avu, Thankful, Court of the Night. Oh, it's Schwartz not. Sorry. There we go. There you go.
Oh, I spelled the name horribly wrong.
No, it's supposed to be like purely Germanic.
Since I'm guessing you have that much information, you can tell me exactly where she is, so that neither of us have to have our paths cross at the wrong time.
Currently, all I know is that she's spending more and more time in the Court of Knights in the laboratory that she had built. That is the most I could feed you. She doesn't tend to leave, probably because she's working on something, especially with the Black Blood, considering how dangerous it supposedly is.
So when are you and the other Chikapa Rose leaving?
Well, considering we had just gotten here, we'll probably be here for at least another couple weeks.
Then I'm guessing shifts change, so I should have a good 12 hours.
We're not bodyguards. We're just knights that are on call.
Chikana leans forward, saying, probably you know more about me than I like to know. I have a thing for arson.
Just be aware that it's not that as long as you don't touch the keystone or cause a huge revolution or uprising, we won't lift a finger. It's more so when the state of the country is endangered is when we start getting involved. And considering, for the most part, Avu is in a currently neutral to okay state, she kind of like rolls her hand at the word okay. We don't really have anything to do outside the kick back and relax.
Just like the daylights being a complete freaking hoax. But, you know, whatever.
The daylights worked. It's when the Black Blood that was introduced. How many years ago was it when Justice would have, or not Justice? Snowy's parents would have, mother and sister would have been here.
5 years.
And it's just up until about 5 years, or sorry, 4 years ago that they stopped working, and it started to become a little bit of a mess.
So 4 years ago, you're telling me that everything became corrupted.
At least through the court of the night, yes.
I see. Well, that is unsettling.
For the most
And
part,
it is corruption, right? It's not just some vampire drug.
does here's a weird question because I kind of did base it off of this. Does black blood technically exist in from Stowey's family because it's like a Stowey tradition, or no?
What do you mean by black blood?
Like the same stuff that was like a drug-inducing thing? Because I have an idea for it.
Her mother, if we are going to go by that lore, her mother was a blood hunter. So you
Okay.
take that and run however it was within this world.
Okay, I got it then. It's a mix of corruption and some blood hunter magic that should probably have never mixed. Made into something far more sinister.
Okay. Unless you can tell me how to get into a certain vault. There's going to be a lot of dead Fang folk and others in the way.
She knows right. And what vault are you looking for exactly?
And me as a player cannot remember the exact name of it.
Give me a minute, because I actually need to look it up too. I know it's the only note taker that's usually good at. Fuck, I need to actually look. Hold on. Oh yeah, the Eclipse Treasury. Sorry.
The Eclipse Treasury. And probably that would mean it's probably Swartz's vault. Or someone very close to her.
Let's know if you head to that treasury. I can give you a rough idea where it is, but getting in is loaded with traps and other dangerous precautions. Probably some of Schwartz's failed experiments as well. So I'll keep that in mind.
Honestly, it doesn't really stop me. This is a family problem. I can't just run away from this one.
Then I'll give you a little bit of a destination, because I actually have to collect some information from what I remember. So I don't know it offhandedly. I'll make sure to send you what they call a map, just to make sure.
I mean, my next plan is to get into the inner walls. So after that, then all the rest of the research happens.
Do you have any invitation or like to get in?
Well, I was going to go. She makes a motion with her hand. The guys that supposedly can make pretty good forgeries, but if there's another route, that makes much more sense.
I could help, but I also might be in a risky position doing so. And also it would look kind of bad on me if shit were to happen and you're using my name to get in.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I can direct you to someone that might be willing to help then. And I'll throw it in the map then.
Think.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sometimes you need people on the inside to take things down, not those working on the outside. I'm not necessarily a fan of the Court of Knights ever since it was taken over by that one woman. I hate that knot lady. Alright.
So,
Hmm?
I know I asked this before, but do you want to go have like? I'm in a mood, and you look like you can take a punch, and I can take a punch, and
Wait, what is she asking for? I have an idea, but
very
like,
rough evening.
roll me a persuasion. I will allow it under a persuasion roll. I have a DC in mind. Oh my god. Okay. You know, it's been a while, and most people are afraid of me because the Dampier and the Fangs and whatnot. I'm game for around there too.
Just as long as you don't try to fight. Well, okay. You don't work like the normal things, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, they can draw blood, but that's about it. They're like just tiny teeth daggers.
Oh, you're a scraping lick. Okay.
No, I literally drink
He's just
negative
joking.
emotion. I know.
Just smiling. Yeah, so am I. All right.
Alright. Alright, who do I go to next? Shut up. Scrape and lick. Anyway. Nelly. Canis kind of walks out a little bit. Well, speak of the devil, I guess she's here. As Ratho kind of looks over her shoulder.
I
So
think it's the
you-
opposite, actually, but yeah,
It's a turn of phrase.
I know.
So are you ready to drown?
That is literally the worst way to put it. But I
mean,
guess so.
I'd rather just be blunt about it than kind of not. It makes people more comfortable or accepting if they at least know what they're getting into rather than sugarcoating it, or so I'm told with religion.
You do walk a fine line. All right.
Alright, well,
So let's get this going.
alright, so she kind of gets in the water, like, I pray to you, Lady of the Grove, Lady of the Lake, that you may guide the soul to your everla- I hate that image, Miser. Stop. May guide to this everlasting peace, and may be able to find solace in the bosom of your ocean and your love. And as you do that, I need you, Jeebus, to roll me a D100.
Okay. That's a 78.
Okay, good. You didn't get the bad one. I had a trigger for something bad because I will say this, just above table, there are multiple water gods. You could get a... Yeah!
The one that fucking nearly killed my last character in your campaign.
The irony is that. Okay, so. Let me ask this, I guess, to you. As you're kind of drowning, or at least like experiencing hallucinations, what is like the thought that's running through Deli's head outside of why the fuck am I doing this? Because I know that one's the first one.
It starts out like that, and then it's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. Well, that's kind of that kind of sucks. Things were just starting to get good.
Okay.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark and my lights are low.
Man, my hair looks good in the water.
I forgot he's got like the flowing mane.
Yeah.
One of these days we gotta get like a drawing of Deli without his.
Yeah, no, I'm working on it. I'm working on decking
Okay,
first, though.
Okay, so let me change some music because now I need like a more. Oh, hold on. Do I just have? I might just have like something fantasy. Give me a minute. Background.
That moment where you're looking for.
There you go. This will work. Don't know why you're playing the emotional music, but that's fine.
Who's gonna take care of Scruffy?
Daw. As he's just slowly drowning with you.
It's just next to me.
Yeah. Okay. Did I move? Yeah, okay. You could place yourself right here. As you come to, question mark, you wake up in a generally peaceful grove. There's a slight babbling brook. It's warm. The weather's not all that great, and there's a giant lake that seems to be at least leaking down water into some smaller like tributaries and stuff, and it's peaceful here, calming. Definitely, it's got like almost the same feel as the mire, except it's less swampy and more like just overgrowth has taken over kind
Yeah,
of
my
feel to
first
it.
question is, what does Dilly smell when he sees this? Because he's expecting something, you know.
It smells more like damp grass and just like very kind of how do I put this? Like
We go
you
with
know
like
that like
golf
what?
green after a rain.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that, and plus like I know in like a hot summer day too when it rains and like that asphalty smell, or like there's like that slight steam coming off.
Well, it does smell like God. So better already. Not the mire. Most likely somewhat hallucinating, but not. This ain't my hallucinating.
Did I put it? No, I had gem layer. Oh, hold on. There you go. Heed not, for it is at least a relaxing place, or at least my home, the Grove.
Oh. Uh, how there? He'll tip his hat, but then he remembers he took it off for the for the drowning.
Yeah, I like to visualize Deli's just in his Hawaiian shirt and no bottoms.
God. Gonna take his casting focus and just like black bar himself.
My name is Eldeth, goddess of the grove and lady of the lake. Why have you sought me?
Uh, well, kind of a couple of reasons, really. I've been kind of put on a quest by one of my elders to recreate something that he obviously got one of the ingredients. Do you remember Geronimo Cloudcatcher?
Let me roll.
I don't know if elder beings remember all of their subjects.
Yes, he had come a while in my time. I don't know. Probably longer in yours.
Oh,
He had come seeking my blessing as well. So let me ask you, Delnor Cloudcatcher, what exactly do you seek?
I just. Oh, uh, yeah, about that. This is not the player, by the way. This is Deli.
I figured.
There's a lot at this point, and you answered one that some bigger beings than myself exist. Oh, you're getting closer. All right. Um, definitely some like short-term blessed water and a way to make sure that the idiots I keep surrounding myself don't die.
The first I can pass on to my disciple in order to help you. The second, and she kind of like leans down looking at you. In order to protect those you love, what would you do? Would you fight or would you defend?
I
And do not bear in mind any of my provisions, as I detest fighting, but I understand those who seek me wish to use my power. As long as it is used in some form of protection, I am willing to give. But this is why I pass on to you what you wish to do with it. To fight or to protect. Or defend, rather.
I would have to say defense. Fighting comes naturally. That's the hard part of keeping everyone alive. All of them are really good at killing stuff. Really bad at
Well,
not
if
dying.
you wish to defend, show me how well you can defend. And I'm going to play this because it's going to be fun. Deli, as she says that, you watch around the grove starts lighting up with all these different sigils filling throughout the tree. And this whole area slowly starts filling with water and coming down at you like this kind of crashing wave. What do you do?
All right. I will cast. So, does it look like it's going to be a wave, or if is the water is like the ground like filling up with water, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna start treading water.
It's more like a wave, like all the water around you just formed into this wave, like a tsunami coming at you, basically.
All right. I will cast a web. Between these two rocks,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of hop, do my best to get stuck in it. So hopefully I don't get pushed away, and then.
All right.
Oh, do I only get one?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was going to put the barrel behind me and then cast. Oh God, no! This takes a while, doesn't it? No. What action? I will cast immovable object. Well.
All right. So what happens then? As the wave comes crashing down on you, you feel it like it's going to rip the web out of the wall and even rip you out. But as you cast a movable object, your hand almost reacts kind of instinctively, and you know that black bead that you usually cast kind of falls out of it and then slowly begins sucking up the water into a small little bit and at least draining a bit, but I need one strike save. Real quick.
Oh.
Okay. You manage to, even though you're immovable, you manage to hold on to everything. Even though the web breaks, you're still kind of just locked in the position as this bead is slowly absorbing this whole wave. And then after a little bit, it forms, the bead itself becomes filled with water and becomes less black. And you see a small kind of glass looking bead that lays on the floor with a wave kind of just sitting in there. And let me go back to the other music real quick. So on the ground is a small, like I said, bead, but inside of it is a wave that seems to be constantly moving. And I will ping that for you in 1 second once I change the music.
That's new.
Let me. Sorry. Find the treasures as well. For those who wish to protect, I give to you this, my blessing, as well. If you wish to traverse further down it, more blessings will come to those who devote themselves to the way of the ocean and the grove. Now we'll ping this.
Well,
Make no mention of it. And if you are looking to continue your uncle's quest, Next, seek out the Lady of Glass, as she will make the perfect cups or perfect container in order to hold it without contaminating it. Now to see if Jeebus will remember that in 3 months.
Actually putting down better notes than Lady of the Lake.
Lady of the Lake, question mark? Now, be off then, you have other things to seek out.
Oh,
and I would hate
air,
to-
yeah. God, I'm dying right now.
Alright, so, let me flip the map back. We'll cut back and... Hold on, let me go back to Awu. Deli, you hear the soft sounds of waves kind of lapping against like this wooden dock, and you're just feel like oxygen immediately hits your lungs, and it feels like fire just immediately passed through them. But you can kind of breathe again. But
Oh,
I
I'm
told you
dead.
he wasn't dead.
Oh, I'm dead, surrounded by angels. Oh.
One who doesn't have her top on.
Yep.
Damn. And here I thought he would have been dead. As you see, jokingly, Rathel kind of looking through your spell book. Oh wait, no, you don't have it on you, do you?
No, I do.
Or do you?
Telly definitely
Okay,
has the
yeah,
spell
she's
book.
got-
He's not gonna leave anywhere with that. That's his recipes.
True. He's kind of just looking through. And they say making moonshine was weird, and she'll kind of throw it back to you.
Well, it's science. Oh. He takes the bead out of his mouth. Oh,
Where'd you get that
Good.
fancy thing?
that was real.
Brathel's kind of looking at it. Where'd you get that?
Oh, I met her deity. Like that weren't no bullshit.
All right, I will keep in mind that drowning lets you meet gods here, apparently.
I think it's specific circumstances. I wouldn't just go out and try it.
Keep in mind drowning specifically to sea gods, he says kind of with a smirk. Oh, I apparently got a message from my god as well while you were drowning to bless the water, so had you like 10 jars of, I'll say, blessed water. Or we'll call it grove water because it'd probably make more sense. He said this should at least suffice to start, and if anything were to happen to it, yada yada yada, but it should at least help.
Well, I do thank you.
It's no big deal. I just hope that that you're able to find clarity in religion and everything.
And why not? Give it a shot.
Rathel
Yes.
just looks at you like utter confusion. Are you sure you want to be religious?
Not like I'm gonna end up being a cleric.
And cut to like the end of the session, Deli's part cleric. Which would be funny. But no. Ah, as long as you don't become consumed by it or anything.
God no. God no. No. But thank you. That was helpful. Extremely helpful.
Yeah, no worries. Some gods work in mysterious ways.
No, it
and
was pretty
sometimes
blunt. She punched me in the face with a tidal wave.
Gods work in mysterious ways, so she just ignores you.
Right. Well, before Snowy disappears, I should probably go find my shorts.
Why is the fucking mental image of him being held by a web naked, getting hit by a wave, the funniest image to me? My fucking god, I can't have a serious moment in this campaign no matter how much I try.
Nope.
Alright. You all kind of just get your clothes back and like hang around for a few hours.
They
Afterwards,
can't find their underwears.
I don't think Deli needs underwear. I'm pretty
They
sure
didn't
goes
have
99%.
underwear.
I was gonna say.
Anybody who had it didn't like. They can't find it now.
Well, thankfully Rathel had her. Anyway. After a few hours of kind of just relaxing, you all see. You probably all reconvene, I would assume, at the bar, or at least somewhere there to kind of just relax. I'll just move you all there, unless you're specifically doing something else.
Well,
Depends on how many hours it's
unfortunately,
gonna be, because then Snowy comes out.
Probably about
casting
4.
healing on herself. Like, yeah, Mark?
Probably like about 4 or 5.
yeah, I was gonna just say Fangs will probably go check on Alicia, but
Yeah.
You're
They
awful
seem
at being a
like-
racist.
wait,
Wasn't what she was saying at least about 20 minutes ago. Thanks. You go to see Alicia. She's talking with Dorsey, so they were kind of talking about something. So I'll leave that to you if you would interrupt or not.
No, Fangs knows when to. Well, most of the time will know when to not interrupt the mood, so he'll climb back through the window.
What? The fucking mental image of Fangs goes out the kitchen, looks at the chefs, walks out the window, then walks back in through the window while also looking at the chefs. It's just the funniest to me. God damn
I'll get
it.
more fish later.
They just nod and like, fuck. Alright. I know you all had your fun kind of just standing in the hideaway, but gonna have to kick most of you out. I have shit to do, more than crew related stuff. If you want, I could at least help you make your own. That way you don't interfere with my shit. I'd rather you not. That's Kyle just looking at all people that are
Like
kinda
make an
chilling.
island like this one?
Snowy kind of leans over. Wait, you mean I don't have to keep paying rent to Slatha?
No. I can help you just
I'm
make
in.
one. Alright. Kyle's
Yeah.
gonna
I'm in.
Deli, she's
Fine.
good. Who wants this? As Kyle holds out a bottle. It's
Fang
like a
raises
normal
his
like
hand.
wine bottle looking, so
Fang raises his hand.
thanks.
I get
roll
the
me
fish.
roll me a sleight of hand as she throws the bottle at you.
Oh no.
Hold on, I gotta roll Kyle's too to see how well she throws this. I guess it'd be athletics. I'm gonna Kyle's not athletic, by the way. Oh, this is gonna shatter. Calling this right now.
Should I just do a
Oven.
deck save at this point, or?
No, it's not. She's not doing it to like hit. This is more just because I want to see how well this goes, just for my sake. Oh my god, she doesn't.
Ah,
Thankfully, she made up for your shit. So Kyle just kind of throws it, seeing like he's gonna poke it with his claws or break it. She kind of tosses it in a way that you like kind of juggle, like do that kind of like a cartoon juggling between your hands for a minute before you kind of like write it. All right. That'll kind of work for a hideaway, but you need 3 ingredients in order to make it work. At least to build it and have it be functional. And just make sure you pour. I'm sorry, what?
Sex, love, and rock and roll?
No. God, no.
Oh.
If you want to fuck a bottle, you can be my guest.
Fangs looks at it like, wait, I thought this was supposed to be a portal or thing to here.
No, you're making your own portal, and I'm just telling you what to get to make it. So what you need, the 3
Fangs goes
ingredients.
over and gives it right to Deli. You're more expert at this here.
what?
Del, you're handing like a wine bottle looking thing. Do you want me to explain what you need, or are you just gonna like?
Yes, please, please.
All right. So the three things you need are living sand, mint grass, and a garnet. Garnet, as she holds up a bottle, will be situated here around the neck, and the living sand and the mint grass should allow for the if you pour it in the bottle once the garnet is on it, will allow a land to expand and create. You just got to make sure where you're putting it isn't how should I say this? Throw the bottle into the ocean and then wait 4 to 6 months for one to come. No, just kidding. You wait about a little bit and then you'll get one back. Then it should create a portal and also the island.
All
Someone
right.
writing,
Gotta do it.
and then
Somebody's
from
writing it down.
okay. And once you have all that available, then you'll be able to create your own kind of island from scratch once you can portal. It took me forever to build this fucking house and everything in it. So good luck making your own little island. Which means Mariner also has to look up like just a blank island template because it's gonna be a bit.
There's plenty out there. Just gotta.
That'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it to be honest.
So obviously I know what a garnet is, but what the fuck is living sand and mint grass?
Deli, roll me at least for you probably would have no idea what living sand is. Roll me.
Can I roll?
I'm trying to think. Plankton probably would have some knowledge. She could roll for both actually. So just roll me a history. Deli, you would probably know it, or at least heard of mint grass. So you could roll me on
I have
that.
a question, but
Okay, nope. Nope.
would Madam Gord have any chance of using mint grass?
No. Because mint
Okay.
grass is something. Deli, you've heard Evra mention mint grass a few times. That it's basically grass with innate magical properties that allows for certain life to flourish, at least in small patches. Usually it's found in like kind of secluded areas or like basically closed off areas with lots of vegetation. Sometimes it's also guarded by living vegetation, which kind of makes it very hard to harvest. That's also probably why Madam Gord wouldn't have heard from it because it's not much in the way. As for living sand, you wouldn't have known that because that's not what the roll was for. So you have no idea what living sand is. But you do know what mint grass is.
All right. Any ideas where we might be able to find these?
I mean, I bought most of mine from Schlankton, so I have no fucking clue.
Look slowly at Rathel.
I don't sell a lot of that shit. Mint grass,
Yeah,
if you find
I
a good
know.
mint grass, usually if you have a good floral seller that at least knows their shit, you could probably get your hands on some.
All right, so we're going to the best florist in town.
I don't think anywhere in Avu would have it, but you could try to look.
We are talking about rich vamp.
Yeah, but a lot of rich vampires don't like vegetation. They like their old gothic and everything brooding and shit, right?
Oh.
Someone's had one.
Where the hell is Ellie? She makes rocks move all the time. Could you make a sand live?
She is currently sleeping in the stables while also talking to Dorsey. I do not know why, but it's been a long conversation.
Oh.
Understandably, I think she's gone through a lot of trauma lately.
Yeah, it's been a week.
And she only knows.
How to know you've been through trauma in this campaign? Has it been a week? Yes, you are now filled with trauma.
Fang just adds, yes, and I believe she only knows us for about 2 of those weeks.
I mean, I've already got enough trauma, so you guys have to pick. But you know,
Actually, let me roll for Oberina, because she might have an idea, considering she's been around. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't necessarily know about living sand, but there is Siocraft or people that do weird magic with glass, then sand is a subshoot of glass, no?
Yeah.
Or maybe it could be, what are they called? The weird. Ah, fuck. Actually, as she's saying that, Deli, roll me the history because you remember who. Actually, do you remember offhandedly who Siocraft was associated with? It was an offshoot conversation, but there was mention of it.
It sounds so familiar, but I suck with names in general.
You remember that the sandwich used Siocraft because she had messed with sand in order to use it
Oh,
for glass and shit.
That's right. The lady that controls the sand apes.
I knew this was
Right.
gonna
That
be
makes
great.
sense. Band-aids.
Oh yeah, if I mean she
Fag.
uses sand magic,
I'm waiting for Fag to
kick
finish.
her
What
ass and
about,
take some of the sand.
You could just ask her nicely if you meet her.
What about the flips her notes? What about the Panera Bread Corporation?
You think that
With what?
he uses sand? I mean, he might have the mint.
Well, I mean, it's written
Their
on one
mint
of
bread?
the facts about who initiated the whole situation.
I mean, maybe. You don't know. When they make an actual sandwich, it's actually made of sand. Can I ask why you would even want to associate with the Bread Corporation? That man is a bit insane.
He makes really good magical items, though. Also, the S, and he just like picks up his arm.
Fang
Also,
shows his
being
tail.
attractive orc with had a sword club thing.
I will keep that in mind.
Plus, Alicia, I believe, got the subscription thing.
Speaking of which, someone roll me a D100.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'll do it.
So as you say that, a fucking like pneumatic tube just pops out of nowhere and just shoots out a roll of bread, and then just slowly goes back down. I like the hole gets magically covered up.
Ooh, honey wheat.
I don't even want to fucking know.
Wait, you've never heard of bread too?
No.
But you get free bread.
That
Well, I mean,
shit's
not free. You pay for it, but
oh, yeah, but I mean that shit's straight out the oven.
yeah, I mean, look at it. It's slightly burning the table.
You say that and like it's like there's a hole and like you can see the warmth of it and it's got like the butter melted into it already. Like you know how you like like there was some slight cuts on it so like the butter could be in. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Fang takes a cut to take a bite out of it.
It's hot. Like it's not you can definitely feel it on your paws.
Oh yeah, he's just taking a cut of it with his claws. So
Pretty good bread. You've eaten worse before, you've eaten better. I'd say it's like very like run of the mill kind of bread.
question is how much bread is available with the shadow lurkers and the grand wilds. So
Really not many. I would think the closest you would get is like naan, if that, or like some kind of like very non yeast kind of bread. Because I would imagine like there's probably like light some areas would have like light wheat production, but not enough to be like
So it
make
would mostly
yeast of it.
be like some weed, probably wild rye.
Probably, yeah.
This is
Occasionally, if Madame Gourd was making bread, you'd get the cannabis bread, but no one ever
nuts and
really ate that
potatoes.
bread.
Probably, I don't know how rice.
It's not really like a wet season kind of thing. It's more of a because it wouldn't be as many. It's more of like an arid desert.
So yeah, you'd have more sump weed, probably nuts, tubers,
Yeah.
so potato and sweet potatoes.
This is vastly different from what I'm used to eating back at home.
Kyle's also kind of looking annoyed that a tube just appeared out of nowhere. So,
Snowy just eating a piece of bread. Or should good.
now that you've summoned a bread tube in my house, can you please fucking leave? As she's looking at all of you now.
Yeah, I think we got the notes.
Snowy pulls out the pile of underwear she hid.
There's my loincloth.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, let me throw you back.
Before we leave,
Yeah, sure.
when Snowy will be the last one out, she stops and turns and looks at Kyle. About what I said earlier, I was trying to clarify things because you ought to take a look at the shark.
Let me roll something for her. You're lucky I didn't roll another nat one. I will keep that in mind.
If you don't believe me, just give her a piece of bread.
I don't want to deal with that right now. I have so much other shit on my plate that
Just saying. That bitch's fucking experiments either need to be protected or kept away.
I don't want to deal with Schwartz right now. I'm dealing enough with the Vanguard as is and the corrections officers. Not looking for a war.
That's fine. I'll take care of that one.
Yeah, good luck. And let me...
There's a crater that's smoking water, and it's filling with water.
Let me go back to the phone, get this music. So you're all arrived just back at Oni's Cove with Dorsey in tow, and the rest. Here, I'll just move you all over.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, oh, god damn it!
Ah,
Do that with everyone.
well, that was enlightening.
I have fun, and I made lots of friends.
Good
That's
job,
good,
bud.
Dorsey.
How was your nap, Ellie?
I don't think they're back yet. Still,
Never mind.
because they had to go. She had to go eat dinner with the family.
Ah,
Well,
That always sucks.
it be what it
Anyway.
be.
Fangs kind of just looks. Is this the skill that I heard about, the legendary sleepwalking?
No, I will carry them, and you watch as Dorsey's just like one-handing them.
And Fangs looks up into the skies. What time is it now?
You don't have keen mind, do you? Just so I don't
No.
have to be super exact. Look, I don't know. Fangs with keen mind as a hunter makes sense to me. So he knows what tracks exactly to follow.
Not yet,
No.
anyway.
Wait, does Fangs have the Outlander?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Yes, he actually does.
And I would
Fuck yeah.
assume he has a general idea of what time it is.
He's also
It's
got
probably like
Thor and
because
all
you
that
started
stuff.
early. It was early in the morning when this. It's probably like cresting to evening to close to dusk.
I
Dinner time.
believe they'll. Yes, but also, I believe the saying is it is almost breakfast time for the Fang folk.
Yeah, we might want to get moving.
Yeah.
all right.
I do not have any equipment on me, so I do not know if I'll be capable of hunting them if they attempt to hunt us.
Well, at the very least, at least the beaches have some daylights on them, so should keep away some of the annoying shits.
There's a sushi place down there.
Wonder if I can find that spell.
What spell are you looking for, Deli? Just above table.
Daylight or dawn.
You're a wizard, you can take daily.
No, I think he's like saying it for big, like, in character,
Yeah,
not
Jelly really doesn't know.
above table.
Right,
I
so
mean-
let's get moving.
I mean, daylight doesn't technically work against vampires.
But it's daylight. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it is the weirdestly worst named song. Dawn on says I have that thing. I miss my grandmother's abilities.
The ability to become werewolf.
And cast Dawn on this vampire.
Oh, hey, you know what? Dawn is a wizard spell.
It is.
Yes,
Most wizards get like pretty much every spell outside of a few like class specific ones that they can't. And even then, most DMs are kind of like, whatever, fuck you, you're a wizard.
At your level, you should be able to get Sunbeam if it's available.
Yeah, it should be. What? Okay, hold on. I have to. Oh wait, no, I have a world map. I don't have to go to this map. Hold on, I gotta find it. Ha! There we go. So the cove. Also, sorry, the quality's not the greatest, but it'd be what it be. The
It
cove would
happens.
have been like right here. Where would you like to head? The beach
like,
and the
ping
cove
again?
is right
Oh.
here.
Okay.
The middle inner city area is right there, which you really don't have access to. Where your hotel roughly is about right here near the beach. You can kind of just go back, explore. I'll leave it up to you.
So that
But
sushi
it's
place-
almost dusk, is it?
Yeah. Alicia, you're being carried by Dorsey one-handed right now, so.
I see.
Would you like me to put you down? Can you walk? We're sweeping for
No.
a little bit.
No, keep carrying me until I go back to sleep.
Bangs goes, "You are sleeping quite often, Alicia. Are you alright?"
Yes. Do not be concerned.
She has trust issues.
Oh, I thought it had to do with being like
Understand that.
born from time or something.
I'm sure you
Consider-
walk the time. I pull out a crystal in my clock.
So I'm not the
Let's
only
not
one who
level
takes
half
time.
the city.
Wait, are you being serious?
I don't know what the fucking clock can do.
Oh, I meant me. Sorry, I was off thought.
Ah, this is the sarcasm joke that I hear about often.
No, she sounds serious. Both of them do.
You can see the fire in Snowy's eye.
And did you know that the sarcasm is actually a chasm of Sark?
Oh God. Do you fags know this?
Bangs just has a moment of trying to think of all this here.
Oh my God.
The poor dilated pupils.
Huh. So that explains why so many of you wish to go to this chasm.
Oh my fucking God.
Indeed. There's many Sarks in there. Long creatures. With many tentacles.
I thought it was just
If
one
you
giant
can someone-
asshole.
Just look at them straight and go, whoa, Sark upon you.
I am very confused about this chasm, but I will find it for the revolution demands it.
Oh no. Oh God.
You know what, Dorsey? If I was not too busy with all the other things to deal with, I may help you on that.
Things. Snowy like walks over, puts an arm around his shoulders. You know, the naivete of the Grand Wilds does show. Do you want me to like show you around and bring you up to speed with the North at some point?
I'd like to say that the moment you put your arm around her, like Diana's like squeezing her way in between both of you. Just because I'm gonna keep that in character, because
Yeah.
what she would have wanted.
I can see that.
I mean, Diana can come with. She seems to be very interested.
I suppose I could do with more of this modern knowledge and stuff that I'm unaware of. Deli is busy and cannot help me all the time with the intellectual stuff.
You are correct. Deli is busy. As Wrath will take his hand, we're going to enjoy a night on the beach. And just immediately starts dragging him.
Well, I'm going
Just
this
be
way.
careful of the. Just be careful of those looks over to Snowy and the others. I believe you call them Fang folk, even though my own name happens to be Fangs.
I
Don't
mean, we
worry.
are two of the most powerful spellcasters, or in general. I think we'll be all right. I do have. I mean, I missed some of the lower level stuff, but I think we'll be fine.
Jelly.
Yes.
Just Snowy walks over. I swear to fuck, if you lose her, you will replace her. And she pulls out one of her pistols.
Jelly takes out his own gun. Like I'm strapped.
Where the? Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Figure that out.
a
And he
bad-
flicks his wrist, and it goes back in the wrist pocket.
Okay, I need that one.
Yes, Deli is well armed.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to make sure, considering I didn't think you know. You are far more prepared than I expected to be.
I physically need to be. He puts a hand like he tries to reach for your shoulder, but obviously he's way too short for that. You have
Snowy-
not been
Snowy-
around as
yeah.
long as I have with these people.
Snowy leans down or kneels down every time she talks to Deli.
Now I'm just picturing the how to talk to short people meme.
Yeah.
Well, she either kneels down, like if she's trying to be like serious, like this point she's like down on one knee, like, or otherwise she's bending literally at the hip.
Snow, with the shit that we've been through in the past month, still do not feel well enough prepared for anything, but will still choose to do the fun thing. Now, don't get killed.
Snowy just kind of looks at Rathel. Ride him hard and put him away wet.
God damn it. Hold on, what it? All right. Miss Owisia, would you like to go to the arcade? It'll be fun.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So.
Ellie, you need some cash
splitting-
flow for that? I don't know how much you got on you.
Yes, I do.
Alright, I'll hand you
Let me
like I'll just toss a bag of like 30 gold to you.
Oh, Alicia, I do apologize, but we ate the bread that showed up for you.
Yeah, they rolled for the bread tube subscription and it showed up today.
I figure.
I mean, I saved you a few.
Take 40 gold. Just make it even for me.
I now have 480 gold.
So Fangs, Diana.
Yes.
How do you both feel about the sashimi or poke?
What is the sashimi?
All right.
Rough it.
Who do we want to go first? I guess because Deli's and Rathel's thing is later, I'll do them last. But
Fang.
He'll do it again. Snow, I know Fangs ain't got no cash. You good?
Yep.
All right.
Hey,
Let me know if
Hey.
y'all need nothing. Not tonight, though.
Yes, Alicia.
put your arm on Deli's shoulder.
oh god.
Thanks. I'm gonna make a quick insight of what she's up to.
I don't fucking know myself because I wasn't told.
Is there something to do? And Fangs will do that because he trusts her, but it's like I don't understand why.
Now look at him straight in the eyes and simply say, "Hey,
Fucking hate you. I hate you so much.
and I want Fangs to roll for persuasion."
Oh my fucking god, no. No. I'm not dealing with this. No.
As a player-
I'm
as a
cutting
player-
this off right now.
As a player, I know exactly what she was saying, but I'm just like, as a character, this Fangs reacted, and he's just gonna look very stupid.
Fuck, did I not get the arcade map? I thought I had it. Oh, did I lose it?
Right. Pats Deli on the shoulder. You two be safe, and then just walks after Snowy and Diana.
Alright, so you're going... Hold on, I have to because I had lost the map and then now have to remake it. So it's gonna be like the down and dirty version.
No problem. Be right back on my end.
Okay.
Same for me.
Yep, no worries. All right. I guess I'll just take a bio as well because I need some
Okay.
water. So we'll just like take a quick like.
No, I
10
literally
minute break.
stocked up before session today. I got 2 water bottles, a soda, and
Yep, I'll be right back.
Nobody's able to cast fireballs straight into the sky.
Wait, what?
I heard
Just got back and I
fireball
heard-
straight into, and I'm not sure.
I heard straight into the sun.
I don't have 6 level spells yet, so I can't do Sunbeam, but I can try to find Dawn. See if I can copy that in my spell book.
Wait, is Sunbeam at 5th level actually?
Sunbeam is 6th.
Okay.
Dawn is 5th. I mean, hell, I might just take Sunbeam as my 6th. Well, that would be in 2 levels, wouldn't it?
I appreciate Deli's patience with Fangs' naivete of the world.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at least just feeling it, man. Like, he had his other rock, and the other rock just went, so he's just, like, sitting there alone, trying to keep you all from killing yourselves. Oh, I get 6 level spells next level. So, yeah. We're still here in 1 level.
Welcome back.
Oh, I don't think you realize how how perfect of a character you made, Sam. Literally at the beginning of this campaign, I'm like, Deli doesn't like. There's one type of magic that Deli does not fuck with, and that's chronomancy. And you're like, I'm making a chronomancer sorcerer.
To be fair, I threw Sam the idea. I was like, "Do you want to do that?" I'm like, yeah. Like, oh no.
That was good. It was perfect.
So it's definitely not that he doesn't like you. He's just terrified of you.
There was this one time, well, there's it's sort of like another time. I'll tell it after.
No worries.
I can't invoke those pictures, by the way. Moving on, I'm about to charge up a fireball and shoot it into the sky. Nobody stops me.
Oh my god, stop. Okay. So, is everyone back?
I haven't heard from Moogle yet.
Yeah, I've just been chugging a lot of water lately, so.
Yeah, same, honestly. I'll just wait till everyone's back.
Man, Wrist Pocket is such a good spell to have. I just post this for you guys.
True. Oh, I love Wrist Pocket. I will say, that song that I chose for like Deli, I had picture mentally the scene going differently of you using more Graviturgy to like suck up the wave, but I was like, I could still like roll with this either way.
Well, I technically did use Graviturgy because Immovable Object is Graviturgy spell.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was like, when
But
you
yeah,
do
he's
that,
like, all right. Well, the thing is, all of my Graviturgy stuff is like one and done.
Yeah,
I mean,
figured as much.
my other idea was pulse wave. Like if shit started going south, I was gonna try to use pulse wave to hopefully save myself.
Yeah, I had a few like other like lore beats that could have also went off, but I think it was better that I just kind of let you do whatever because it was more of a freeform thing, and I wanted to
Yeah.
see how you would react.
No,
Also,
Deli was built to use his environment first, and then his abilities.
also, me using that one that song that I used for it is really good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always use stone shape to just create a cubby and just sit in it.
The wave can't touch me if I'm underground.
If I'm in a rock.
Anyway, so I'm gonna change the music as we're gonna do the arcade bit first, and I actually have a fun song for this too. Thank
Oh.
God. Let me see if this works. There we go.
I died inside. Just a little bit.
Such a good song. Fuck off. Okay.
Game or something.
Gamer. It's a song for
I'm gonna
gamers.
head into it.
It's a gotcha song. I have like a lot of just random gotcha songs just peppered in.
I'm sorry, Toys R Us?
No, it's Toys R You.
Oh.
Yeah, read, miser. God.
My instincts immediately kick to that, like, oh.
Immediately copyright. So, let me get. Where the fuck is Dorsey? Dorsey's like the one that keeps moving.
You made a sentient character and now you must have like
You would be coming right in here. I think they are in.
Can I some construct and start vandalizing machines?
No.
Oh,
I mean, you can. You're gonna get immediately like. Let me rephrase it. You can do whatever you want. Don't think you're gonna do whatever you want without consequences.
yeah, I learned my lesson.
Got yellow.
I learned it by themselves.
This is my favorite. As you're kind of walking in, you hear like this generally up, like all these kind of different machines blaring and whatnot. I love this place. This is the Coin Goblin. They tend to be really nice and have nice things. As Dorsey kind of like points over to like this long wall of just plushes that are just kind of lining it. I also just noticed that's a fucking Snorlax plush. God damn it.
I also see the iconic electric mouse.
You're not wrong.
With that,
I mean, would you want to come in? There's a lot of fun games. Plus, there was this new gnomish one. It was really weird.
nothing for that.
Sorry, what?
Nothing. Ignore me.
Let me turn that down. Okay. Dorsey's kind of just gotta grab your hand. Come on, let's go. Get the fuck out. I was thinking that was more the, No, I was thinking that was more the, Mega Man. Those weird square, or circular enemies, actually.
No,
Can't think of
definitely not. You're
This is
talking
the
about
eye.
Or playing glowing eye for whatever up there might be, but
We don't talk about that. Come on, let's go. Dorsey's tried to drag you to resistor now. Sam? Hello?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Dorsey's trying to drag you to your resistor now.
Yes, they have to carry me.
Fine. Oh, I just noticed who the fuck that is too. If people that play Persona would know that. Fucking
So-
Jack. That's Jack Frost.
No, it's not.
Did I shut up?
It's me
Oh,
now.
just cut. Shut up. Alright. As you kind of get to the counter, you see this one individual, kind of just like talking about some other stuff on like a very makeshift sending stone. Yeah, they just have me here watching for the night. I have all the daylights set up and ready. It's just a pain in the acid. As she said, she looks at you. Can I help the two of you? I would like to play a game. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Coins. Give me coins. How many coins? To buy coins.
Alright, cool. Okay, cool. You want to try that again in like asking how many you want, showing me money, like
Give me
tokens.
100 coins.
Alright. But you kind of... That'll be about 3 gold.
How much
Yeah.
would 10 gold get me?
Fuck, I have to actually do math now. 100, so it would be 300, I think. No, wait. Add another 0. 3,000. There we go. Brain working.
Excellent. I will take that.
Alright. As she just like hands you like a small slip, just show that slip to one of the machines, and then it should just work, because God knows no one wants to carry around that many tokens.
No, it's okay. I have this abnormally strong thing with me. Look, John.
Hello! What do you want Dorothy to show him?
Just like lift me in the air.
Yeah, you're basically, they're just holding you on one fin and like, cool, cool. I see you're working up a great circus act. I'm not giving you the coins because it's just easier for me and I'm not counting them all out.
Fair enough.
Amount of people that don't want to deal with that shit. Okay, I would say too, she's like, looks like an early teenager, kind of just like one of her first jobs kind of look. Just annoyed.
What I cast? I'm just kidding.
I cast Fireball on the young human teenager. They will surely live this.
You know, blight. I'm just kidding.
Fucking don't kill her. Or you can. Just know that you're gonna have to cover up a murder.
I really don't want to.
Ooh! There was this, new machine over here. And you see, as you're kind of like looking through all the different machines, there's like just different arcade cabinets, or like what we would know as arcade cabinets. But there's this newer one that you can kind of see. That... Yo, same.
What?
Sorry, is that your niece?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so in the corner you see what looks like a new machine that had just kind of put up. It's a new gnomish machine. You've never... Actually, you probably would have seen it in 4-Win a few times. But it looks like it's like a giant metallic pad with kind of rock interface arrows pointing in 4 different directions. Oh, I know this one. This is the new one. I think they called it... It's Dorsey's thing. And you see in like bright bold letters kind of on the face of the screen is the title Bop Bop Battle for B3.
BBB or B3?
Either or. But it's like the B, and the B of the first 3 letters are all big bold letters. Supposedly you could scroll through it and like dance to songs, and that you could also, if you have friends, use it for a battle and like punch them, and it wouldn't hurt, but it would also be to the beat of the music. It's really fun, but I have never played it because I don't have friends, or at least people that don't want to talk to me too long.
Well, why don't we play it?
Well, see, you put some coins in the machine. Oh wait, he kind of they scan the tag that they have. You do it like this, and then you select the song that you would like to beat up someone to. Hold on, let me change it to something that would make more sense. That'd be just funny. So say like you choose this one, and then you put on this, I believe they call it a helmet. And then you begin, and it simulates a weird battle between music.
Mhm.
And any injury that would be sustained, even if accidental. As long as it isn't broken bones, usually heal themselves, like small cuts and scrapes. As sometimes this can get, people can get really competitive. So much to the point that they start yelling and holding onto the back handlebar while fighting, and using lots of weird kicks.
Let's see.
Though, would you like to at least try a few rounds, just to see? Because I've never
Of
played it.
course, little goblin.
Away! Alright, so how this is gonna work basically is just roll performance, or actually no, actually I have a specific way. Roll me either an athletics or acrobatics, your choice. And then I'll roll Dorothy's.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yes. I'm just gonna roll Dorothy's dex. Alright. So, as you're kind of doing this weird thing and showing an example. No, Miser, this is royalty free. Bop Bop Battle. It's completely different. It was made by gnomes. Anyway, I did make this. I did come up with this like core concept like forever ago though, because I thought it'd be funny to make like a reference to it. But as you're doing so, Alicia, and you're kind of like testing the waters of this, you feel like a swift gut punch from Dorsey. It does. It like kind of knocks the wind out of you for like a minute, and I'm gonna roll. This is just a hit. And you just kind of feel, you don't take any damage, or at least it doesn't like hurt enough, but you do feel like the wind kind of knocked out of your gut. Oof.
Falling down and instantly die at 0 HP. I'm joking.
Oh! I didn't think I would hit. You want to keep going a few more rounds?
Yeah. Let's just keep
Okay.
going.
So just give me 2 more, either, like I said, acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Alright. So the second one, roll another d6. So again, Dorsey gets another punch on you, but this one's a little bit softer now. Jeebus's mouth is just going nuts. But after the third one, you kind of get the grasp of it and actually knock Dorsey. And like, where would you like to hit them, or like how would you like hit them? So.
Bonk on the head.
Alright, so you do a bonk on the head, and it's actually a lot harder than you thought, and the helmet actually comes off them. Now they look just kind of sad. Like, oh. Ow. No,
Are you okay, Dorsey?
I don't know. The bonk on that head actually kind of hurt, and it reminded me of something. I should probably get going.
No, it's okay.
No, I really need to get going.
Dorsey.
No, I'm serious. We need to go or something. I did enjoy hanging out with all of you a little bit, though. Especially getting to see new things.
I understand, Dorsey.
Try not to stay out too late because people patrolling and stuff with daylights and whatnot.
Will I ever see you again?
I mean, I live here, so it's not like I'm not I don't live like here in the game store. I live in the city, so. And I'm preaching the the revolution to people all around, so I should be around somewhere. Or you can reach out to me with this, and she'll give you a conch shell.
Okay. Put the conch shell in my actual backpack. I'm like, oh, now you're missing it. Oops. Ah!
Oh my goodness. Alright. It was nice to at least hang out for a little bit, and we'll kind of just keep going. Alrighty. Who are we going? Yeah, we'll go next with Shushimi Crew. So I'll just move you to the, which one do I want to do? We'll just go here, because this one's like my just default. Alright, you guys come back. It's a generally like relaxing evening. A lot of the bars are kind of just opening up and like doing the happy hour kind of moment. There's a lot of drunk people kind of scattered to and fro as you guys are just kind of enjoying the night. So Snow, you said you're leading them to like a sushi place?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of just walk a little bit and there's probably like I want to say like a hibachi and like sashimi place kind of like right here where they're just kind of serving up all kinds of like the fresh catch of the day kind of mixed in with everything. Let me just grab like a throwaway token I have just to
And if it has a smell, don't eat it.
mark it. Did I use
What sort of smell we need to avoid?
Okay, if you can smell the fish and
There
it's
we go.
very pungent, that means it's gone bad.
Well, that's basic knowledge, but I was referring to if there's anything else we need to keep an eye out for, considering the other residents out there.
Oh, well, that, yeah, all the time.
Let me get rid of the professor look. I got your fish here. No, that's a horrible accent. Let's not do that.
Oh, bloody hell.
Shut the fuck up. No. Not doing British. You know
They
what?
don't sound like the other tribes in the far out Grand Wilds, but very far.
I see no problem with the fish here. Fuck it, I'll just go with that voice because I cannot be fucking bothered to think of anything else. That seems a bit of generalization, no? Come, come. I've studied far and wide. Wow, I'm really fucking up this voice as I go. In the way of
Down.
in the way of the fish. In order to create a great sushi and hibachi, as you watch as his one tail is kind of like cutting up fish in the background while he's serving. They say you need to be specialized to serve food here, or at least a general degree. I say nuts to that. And as he kind of, what will you be having?
Let's
See-
see. Fangs,
just
what
gonna
what is your favorite?
I'm just gonna shift Z this individual again.
Is that a monkey?
Yeah, it is. That's why I said he was using his tail.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll something incredibly stupid. Okay,
be fine.
no. No. It's not. It wasn't low enough. Fang just looks at it. Right, I don't suppose they have the salmon.
Ah, salmon freshwater, right? My brain's
Yeah.
being dumb.
I think
Salt
they can.
and fresh.
Yeah.
We have a variation of salmon that's more salty due to being from the ocean, but might not be to your liking.
I am willing to try new experiences.
And for you, miss, as she looks at Diana,
3 orders of shark, 2 orders of eel, yellowfin.
Shark fin
Oh,
or
it's
shark
okay.
meat, just to clarify, because we all have a deal on shark fin soup. We have a special right now.
Was they ethically gathered?
I could go for a 2-for-1 deal if you want.
No, I mean, was the shark fin ethically harvested? You know, not just fished up a shark, cut it off, and left the other shark go back in the water and die.
Well, we don't have farm fresh sharks here, but it was definitely at least. Yes, it was. I just kind of like think about it for a minute.
Then no, I'm not going to support the horrible trade of shark fin. So regular shark.
Wait, if you are catching a fish, why are you just simply cutting a piece of it and throwing it back into the ocean?
Oh, I'm not cutting the piece of it. We use the whole shark here. It would be redundant to just waste it.
Oh, well, that's what I asked.
Sorry, that is a mariner being broken.
Fangs actually almost took offense. Like, how dare you
Yeah,
waste
sorry. That
food?
I thought when you meant ethically sort, my brain completely broke on that. That's sorry.
Typically,
That's on
source
me.
is that there is a trade that they just harvest the fin for sharks, and that's it.
Oh, okay. See, usually ethically sourced usually
Well,
makes me
ethically
think of
sourced
the.
means you use like the whole thing, not just
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what
you're
I
not
thought
just poaching.
That's what I thought you said. My brain just derped. That's on me, but
Okay.
it's up to you. All of it has been. We make sure to use the whole shark here, fin,
All right.
and
Yeah.
you see like part of the jaw. We also occasionally sell necklaces of the teeth.
Oh, hells yeah.
Interesting.
All right, and you, miss? No, you don't seem to be talking much, so I'll just give you a basic platter, and for all that, a decent meal, especially with all the food you're ordering. About probably 40, 50 gold, 45 actually, we'll call it.
As they don't say the shore is cheap. So you'll pay.
All right, and as you
So
do,
how much?
it'd be 45 gold.
Okay.
It's not too much, but it's definitely not like cheap. Welcome to vacation prices and gouging tourists. But you did also get a lot of food, so. Originally in my mind it's like 100 gold. I'm like, no, that's just mean.
That's just straight up biting down into the marrow and sucking it dry.
Oh, yeah, that's just highway robbery at that point.
Uh-huh.
And as
Yeah, I
you
would've
guys are,
asked for that one. And I
as
mean,
you
lap
guys, if the shark gives you a lap dance, actually, it comes to life for a minute.
Are they supposed to do that?
No, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Where is Warren?
Mm.
Can't find him. Hold on. I keep forgetting I could type in the search bar. Oh yeah, I moved him to the last view. So as you guys are eating, Warren actually walks by and looking at all of you. Well, you at least seem to be adjusted to everything for the time being.
Fangs kind of takes a mouthful of the saltwater salmon, then looks over to Warren. Very uncouthly just swallows the whole thing in one gulp. Then it just asks, Warren, where is Mala?
I was actually trying to find you guys for a little bit, and he hands you all a note. Mala had some stuff to take care of, and this at least will explain a little bit of it. You could read it now or later if you want.
fine.
Fangs holds it off and says, I will read it when the others are here so we can react together on the situation. Unless it is dire. Looks at
Eh,
Warren.
it's not all that important or crazy. Just letting you
Also,
know
it's
where.
the regular size. It's definitely not a dire note.
Trust me, if I had to find you earlier about it, then I would have. But I was taking my time, enjoying my day, and figured I'd run into you guys eventually.
I see.
know, as Ward just kind of sits down and like waves his hand, and the chef immediately kind of knows what he's getting. I do miss the adventuring life to some degree. Kind of shame I got fucked out of it. I guess that's what happens when you start taking sides with, you know, the wrong people.
Well, because that's always the question: is which ones was the wrong people?
Neither of them are in the right. If you're referring to Amadeus or Melly, I just kind of
Oh,
got caught
hell
in the
no! I
middle.
know. Fucking Uncle Jimmy isn't fucked in the right. Of course not. Is that trash? Is that
Wrong character.
that ugly? That hairless tailed bugger could always rip someone off. Do that, but doesn't always in the right.
I am curious, if I may ask. The situation between those two. Did it degrade immediately, or was it over time?
It slowly withered over time, sadly. If it was immediate, then I think we would have been in less of a situation than we're in, but it's more of a slow burn kind of thing.
I am curious if this is not too personal to ask, but at that time, which one did you think was right?
I think both of them had their own rights and wrongs. The problem was, I thought Jimmy was, the, or Amadeus rather, was the right choice. Just because at least he was willing to, I'll put, help people, but not really. So I did end up siding with Amadeus, which obviously cost me. But again, he kind of shows off his tattoos. You know how annoying it is to be cursed to not be able to use a weapon, and if I do, that it slowly kills me on the inside?
Well, I mean, you in a more literal sense. I mean, there is an old statement that anybody who does take up a weapon slowly dies inside because of it. But
Yeah, thank you for that. He looks kind of perturbed.
Yes, I am curious since when we first met, you mentioned that your situation was a gift from the Fedrino.
Technically not wrong. It's a corruption curse. A little bit of mix from Fedrina, but really Melly had more.
so, weird question.
And
Uh, yeah, whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead, Fang.
Fang-
Sorry.
yeah, Fang will just add, then you participated in Fedrino's games knowing full well what he had become or what was being done.
If anything, I was trying to stop him, but didn't really work all that well. And considering my curse, I can't really confront him directly after that.
Are you upset of the course of actions we have taken towards Fedrino?
No. No. I think Hugh Pendrino was too far gone at that point. And it makes me worried for anyone that is or slowly gets corrupted, if they will lose themselves or become something far worse. Looks at Diana.
Fangs also looks at Diana.
Well, one time she's not
sorry.
here. But on the flip side, which is corruption magic is innately some of the strongest and most manipulative form of magic in the universe, and if control over it, all the better for it. The problem is, most people that do have control over it, such as the anchor, those that meddle with it tend to lose sight of themselves in the chaos and become worse. So it doesn't really seem like a good trade-off 90% of the time. But
Nice.
who knows? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I see. Then I have to ask, but is Jimmy corrupted in his own way? Because, from my understanding, a certain tribe cursed him.
That's a whole other story that I really don't want to get into.
I am just curious, considering that a lot of situations seem to be involved with Jimmy, and considering we were, before Snowy had joined us, we were assaulted by the ice woman that, if I'm not mistaken, she was working for another of your associates that is a larger version now, and I have forgotten his actual name, but had the horns and the fiery stuff. You talking about Maxwell?
Yeah, I figured. So you met Max. Joy.
Yes, and his adjustments.
Kind of the thing is when we came back, at least we're scattered all about through different eras and whatnot. Most of us tried to make the best what we could, connections with some innate knowledge that we had, and maybe try to fix things for the better. I guess Jimmy took it as a way to try to fix Melly, and then slowly set in motion a long con of different things to eventually get her back, or hope that he could, without really evaluating the cost of life, and more so just kind of throwing caution into the wind. I don't hate him for it, but I'm not exactly pleased about it either.
I am impressed that you were calm when you first saw Jimmy, or encountered him again on the train.
I mean, again, if I fight him, shit's gonna get worse for me, so I've learned to quell most of that rage, at least for the time being. Just easier that way.
I don't suppose you know about this here. He kind of shows the black razor.
Let me. I don't think he would, but he might know one other. Okay, that makes sense. Best I can tell you is it's. Well, you guys wouldn't know what gods are, but. So, before your time, and before all the gods kinda poofed, there was a rapier that looks somewhat similar to that was owned by the Raven Queen. But I guess since all the gods are dead, it might have shattered into smaller pieces and someone made it a dagger? Couldn't really tell you.
Huh.
So, without the gods, isn't everything just technically going to fall apart anyway?
Not really. As long as people hold belief that they're still there, then the world at least could remain stable enough. It's how.
Yeah. Gods don't answer.
But if
It's
you make
not
someone
the
believe
base.
that they answer, then that's all they have to hold on to. That's the fun thing about religion. It's not always about getting an answer. It's making someone believe they got an answer. I'm gonna get so much hate for that.
So a specific dwarf having a religious experience earlier was just somebody bullshitting him.
Could be someone bullshitting him, or maybe, who knows? Maybe there are some gods left. Or maybe they just want to drown him for kicks.
That seemed
I
like
mean,
their
I did
religion.
encounter a shade of the Raven Queen before she vanished.
Huh. That would make sense since he's the god of order and death, so.
But I don't like her representative for messing around with my head.
That's. Now that you mention that, it is kind of weird that her representative, you said?
Yes, the one called Astria.
At least from where we were from, gods really didn't intervene, but the one that you're saying was more active.
Well, Snowy, Diana, and Warren can now actually see Fang's fur start to stand up. The teeth are getting a lot more pronounced as is trying to restrain a growl. Yes, when someone decides to craft a memory, that becomes quite more precious than reality itself, and then once reality is the harsh truth of it that the individual of the memory never existed. Plus other things.
Don't worry, thanks. I didn't mean to bring any offense. I was just curious.
No, but I am considering the idea of. Pauses for a moment. I believe the phrase properly used is blasphemy.
Could also use heresy, but I'm pretty sure the last person that said that got struck down by like 3 different things and apparently got punched by something else.
I do not know what this heresy is, but
Don't worry about it, buddy.
He is speaking about the god with being false.
Oh yes, the god of beauty, heresy.
don't worry, it's not milk chocolate.
No, you think I would make that joke?
I would. I'm the horrible person, but yeah, Fangs goes and adds, right, as you have surmised, this individual has gotten a little too much of an active role in both my particular life, but also the life of my clan and my father. For her version of order.
Part of me wonders if it was something set up by Melly to kind of just start fucking with people.
Then you will have no objections if I have to stab her too, yes.
Whatever's left of her is a husk. You might run into problems with Amadeus, but ain't my issue.
Considering that I have already shot Jimmy in the skull. Not entirely of my own will, but perhaps by his corruption's influence. I think we kind of establish boundaries of where we are friends or not. My only worry is where Deli will stand if I were to get angry at Jimmy again for if he has some involvement with my clan's problems.
Well, that seems like a problem for you people to take up, at least for that situation. I'm probably gonna call it for the night. Been a long ass day for me, especially with people going nuts about some shit that happened in Oni's Cove, and I'd rather not deal with it. I did Hill just kind of head the other way, at least for the night. Do you always talk about heavy stuff while trying to eat sushi? As the chef looks at all of you.
Not always. Sometimes I talk about, the other things, rock and roll, sex, drugs.
Ah, you must be a native Floridian then.
No, Langton.
Ew. I feel sorry for you then.
Yeah, so do I half the time. But I'm young, well built, and I'm
Young,
alive.
dumb, and full of. I love that quote. So stupid.
Fang just resumes quietly eating, contemplating things, and then adds, "The food is delicious, thank you."
Yeah, no worries. Just a local recipe. Or family recipe, rather. Picked it up from working around here for a good while.
Fang's
Most
also
tourists.
gonna look around to see if there's other people.
I will say, just because I don't want to like overpopulate, it's like a good like smattering of like drunkards and whatnot, kind of just enjoying like a vacation. Like you know how like all those tourist traps, you'll see like a lot of people just out like drinking, like that kind of music playing or whatnot. It's just that kind of feel to it.
Okay, so now this is where the rare 4 result comes in now, because Fangs kind of still shows his ears kind of move forward a little bit to show the agitation. And I
Right.
suppose we were the only interesting conversation in this entire area compared to the rest of the company.
Depends on how you want to denote interesting, because sure there's drunkards about, but there's always those that lurk in the shadows and all that. Especially the fucking Fang folk, as he kind of says under his breath. It just lets out a sigh.
Understand that.
Alrighty. Now that we have,
So Fangs is still agitated, right?
I would
Hmm?
imagine.
Oh, very. In fact, he's now holding a suspicion if the chef here is actually working against them. It's like, why are you
Snowy
listening to
will-
our conversation, buddy?
Snowy will tap Fangs on the shoulder. Does he turn to look at her?
Yeah, he does. Although he is keeping an eye on the chef though, so it's a half turn.
So keep poking until you say something.
All right, you have my
As you
attention.
start- As you're about to say that, you get a piece of tuna in the mouth.
Oh my god. So Fags, you just immediately get a face full of fish.
And a poop on the nose.
Oh no.
He just swallows it whole.
At least savor your food for us. And how often do you get hand fed by a woman?
Thinks about the time with the shadow lurker. Probably the worst.
Actually, no, Red Claws. Then that was not exactly what you call proper hand feeding.
Yeah, it was more like forcing you to eat.
No, it was more like after they beat the crap out of him and he couldn't move.
True.
Right, the last female that did. The last one that hand fed me was after I was a broken, battered form in the arena. But thank
Did
you.
she have a name? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go deeper on this. This is where Mariner and like the chef looks. So the last time you were fed by a woman, did she have a name? Now he's kind of looking intently. Like you're the only customers at least right now, so kind of just listening. Well, no, you don't remember.
Oh no, he remembers.
Oh, okay. I
He's
didn't know what the
wondering.
history was for.
It was just how bad the name was going to be.
Oh, they're rolling for name.
Yes.
Oh dear lord. Oh yeah,
Plus,
Susan. I'm sorry. Go on.
so there is that long pause, and then it just goes from a somewhat docile look to now all the hairs are going back up and the eyes dilate into the slits. Right. Shears and agony. I'll just type her name.
Well, now I have a new character to add.
I mean, I know what that kind of name would be in Schlangton, but I'm guessing she wasn't a very attractive goth woman.
Considering she was built more like a. Right, you don't remember. You probably do not know the Wardens. She was similar to Pain breeds strength. More on the muscular side, but
Oh, is it kind of like a crush your skull between the thighs?
God damn it.
I do not understand that particular phrase, but it was definitely more of the tiger rarity.
Well, guess I'm making a new fucking token later.
Probably has the strength to crush your skull like a watermelon between her thighs.
Alright, I guess I have someone new to add to my list then later.
I have the image. I'll provide it to you later, buddy.
Okay, thank you, man. Alright. And now that Fangs is... This is just a very traumatic episode now that I think about it. The go down. Anyway, speaking of trauma, since I'm not going to move the map, and we'll just say Deli and Rathel are on the beach here, and it's just easier for me. Is your wheel still broken, Jeebus? Do you need me to, like, put you down?
No, I stole Harley's mouse. Yeah, I don't know. I heard it pop and then it just started free spinning. I'm like, oh, it broke.
Alright.
Oh, what was that pop?
I think it was Sam. There we go. There. You know, compared to what you've been talking about for the last month, this at least seems a lot nicer.
Yeah, that's the problem. Just kind of waiting for it to all go south.
I mean, why? Why not just enjoy the moment rather than wait for it to go bad?
Oh, trust me, I have been. I mean, this is probably the most relaxed I've been since the train.
Then immediately there was a bomb. I'm curious just on something.
What's up?
Do you want to continue this then once everything kind of settles down? Maybe.
Oh, you mean you and me
Considering-
this?
Yeah.
Oh shit, girl, you've been the best thing that's happened to me in a long time.
Why? Because I provide the mentally unstable, or the only mentally stable person someone to offload their crap on. She says, kind of with a smirk.
Unfortunately, that is a side effect.
And don't worry about it.
But no,
I
you don't.
used to.
Fuck, you got more money. You don't like me for my money. You don't. Obviously, it's not the looks. Like me for jelly.
No, it's
Had to.
obviously for the money. She says with a smirk.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. There's a lot of people after my family name. They're not, and
No.
it's a new experience for me.
I mean, yeah. There's also times too, as much as I appreciate the home. If anything, I was gonna turn Justice's home into an orphanage because you remember that during the oh god, when was it? During the auction you guys attended for the manuscript, that one person that came in for like the few crates that I had.
That Fox Demon lady, right?
No. Hold on, let me find that.
Wolf
for you.
Demon.
It
Was it
was
not?
not a demon.
Oh god, I thought
No,
it
it
was
was.
Pie's rival or
Hold on.
something.
No, it wasn't.
Hmm.
I have their token. Just let me. No, unlock. Tencho. Not that. That would not have been great. Ah, here it is. Oh, I'll shift Z.
You mean that dark elf?
Yeah, that's Draxel. They usually help out with slums, kind of taking big orders that I usually would put in and at least try to sustain them while they were in Schlenkton with any money I had gotten from the auction. Most of the time it's just supplies, food, some building materials. But I think at least with Justice's home, I could kind of turn it into some place they could live and call their own. Though not exactly sure how the people in Sherwood would react, but I'll kind of deal with that as I go.
I'd definitely be down to help with that.
I'm pretty sure Justice would as well if I at least told her what's going to be happening with the home.
And hell, even if she exactly want to use it, she could use it as a little hidey hole for whatever got going on.
I mean this in the nicest way. I'd rather not turn, like, I guess a support home into something worse. I just want it to be for them, not have any ties to me, hopefully not her, or something like that. Just something for people to have a better life.
One hell of a noble cause.
Sadly, paved a little bit in blood, but
I ain't never seen something done right that didn't have a little blood on its hands.
let me roll something for her. Wait, do I actually? Let me see if I actually have her statted. I think I do. If not, I'd know most of her shit. I have like a lot of her spells set up. I don't. Shit. Okay, I'm not too worried about it then. Justice would rather sell to. Would make sense that you would. I love how you changed your token to Justice for that. Anyway. Can I show you something? If you don't mind.
Or, of course.
Oh, this is gonna be real. Let me change it real quick. Where was it? Go with this. I She's kind of like fishing through like what looks like a small like satchel that she's been kind of carrying around. And she pulls out after a little bit of like fishing through it what looks like a small bullet casing. Does this look familiar to you at all?
Uh, here, let me. Oh,
Roll me investigation.
I have advantage. The
You
bullet.
do. Okay,
Thanks.
that's more than enough.
Damn!
Roll for plot immediately gets fucked up.
You
The
know,
ass. Deli, you remember this bullet as you're looking over it. You remember it exactly because it's the same one that Justice had etched into it for the Black Herd when she had killed the one man and sent it back. But you process that information and do what you want with it.
all right. Let's bring a couple.
Go on, I'm waiting.
You somewhat affiliated with the Black Herd, or is it more?
A bit more than that. I did tell you I was Warlock, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Well, that's one of my fun little... Hold on, I have to get something real quick. Give me a minute. That's one of my fun little perks. As she kind of takes off her sunglasses. Is one of the abilities I was granted is the ability to not die, rather be perpetual to that cycle, and it came with, oh, I don't know, a fun mask like this. And I'm just gonna put that down there. And do you know exactly who that is? As the mask just comes over her face. Now I'm going to ask you this nicely, and I'm not going to hurt you out of general respect. But can I ask, did they deserve a chance? The people that attacked you, even though they said they had blood on their hands? Do you believe it was the right thing to do to send one back with the bullet casing on them? When they were simply looking to observe and maybe get money for people that they believed they needed.
This was the when we got attacked in the train station on the way there, right?
Like when you're going from the tunnel to the train station, yes.
Yeah.
That would have been when the bullet casing was too.
You gotta remember, Raffle, at that point, we were walking into Schlangton. We didn't say hi to nobody. We didn't have any bad blood on our hands. And a couple of them boys really trying to kill one of our friends.
So you're saying blood denotes blood then?
I was going by Justice's rules, her town, but I do think well, it was justified. Obviously, would I have liked to try to not kill everyone? Yes, but did they fight tooth and nail and to the death? Yes. I'm not saying what I did was right, but I'm also not saying what they did was right either.
And she takes off the mask for at least a moment. It changes. I understand. Just know that if I see you or think you act out of line or anything of the like, I can end your life just as quickly. And you see, as she said, she uh, has a scythe, like a smaller scythe kind of to your neck.
Huh. That's how it is.
No, it's really not. Part of me is mad, but part of me also wants to understand. And now I ask a question that I asked before. Do you still want to continue this? And that's where we're getting the session for tonight. I'd like to thank everyone for showing up. I have been Transspace Mariner. You can find me on DM Mariner on Twitter and Transspace Mariner on YouTube and or Twitch. And yeah, this was a fun episode of just some fun trauma dumping all around. And then next week we'll kind of see Deli's answer to all this fuckery and kind of see where it leads. And I'll throw it over to the current holder of some of the trauma in this current situation, Jeebus.
Hi, I'm James Dingus on Twitter and YouTube, and
Hmm.
saw that coming. But you can find all of our content on there. Unfortunately, I know at least the one shot that I did last week was unfortunately missing my audio, and I did not notice. So if you want to watch the one shot, which was absolutely hilarious, and I think everybody had a good time in, you can go watch that on Miser's channel. Speaking of that, Miser.
Hello, everyone. So yes, this is Miser Mark. I play Fangs on Blades, who revealed some of his own somewhat trauma, but just nowhere near delis at the moment. uh, yes, you can also find the one shot, the Grung shot, which was split into two parts due to internet situations, but you didn't miss much on that part. And it'll be on my channel on both YouTube and whatever how long Twitch allows me to keep the channels there, but you can't find it on Twitch. YouTube handle is Miser Mark. I'm also the DM for Into the Wildlands, which the party will be now going into the Fire Temple for their friend Tyrannin's little arc. But I also now hand it over for tomorrow's DM, which is Moogle.
Hello, I play Snowy. Um, Stereotypical bard. Not really. Yeah, tomorrow because we'll be missing our Tabaxi in that game, we are probably gonna do a one shot. Probably gonna step a little bit away from D&D for it, just for something different. Or we might not. I haven't decided yet. Either way, tomorrow will be a bit different than our usual. So that's all I
All right. And yeah, I guess we'll see you all again in weeks where Deli will figure out if he wants to actually continue this or not.
Well, bye bye, everyone.
Bye.